Happy birthday to
Hi guys, I know I'm in a different place today. Just wanted to say happy, light, love, and blessings to each and every one of you. That's not going to be a very long video because let me tell you bro, I'm hot, okay? It's hot up here. It is really hot up here. It's hot in Spain. In Europe, we're going through some kind of heat wave. But, you know, I need to get my vitamin D. So I had to come up here for a moment. But I said, let me say hello to my family, my YouTube family. How are you guys doing? I made a video yesterday. I hope you guys had a chance to see it. Yeah, I don't know. Oof, this thing is so hot. I feel like I have a blanket on me. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a chance to see it. I was just kind of like just touching back on what I was talking about. I was talking about your spirit guides and your angels and how they have really helped me through this whole process of what's going on in my life. And, you know, and they can do the same for you. You just have to call upon them. Call upon them and they will come and help you. Especially, you know, since my parents are now passed on, and I know that they're always around me because I'm the only child. I was the only child, and we were so tight, my parents and I. I remember as a little child, I'd say to my parents, you know, Mom and Dad, you know, we're the three little bears. I used to call us the three little bears because they used to read me the story about the three little bears, remember? And I said, you know what, we're the three little bears, Mom and Dad, we are. And I said, the moment that you guys ever leave me, I'm going with you. I am going with you. I cannot stay on this earth without you guys. That's what I used to tell them. But who would ever thought that today I'm here? My parents are now passed on. They've transitioned. And I'm still here. And there is a purpose for me to be here on this earth. Number one, of course, is for my kids. You know, I brought them here, and I take account of, you know, bringing them here on this earth. I'm here for them, to guide them and help them to make it through life, which on the other hand, they're guiding me. They're guiding me. That's what it feels like. My kids are guiding me. And also, I feel like I'm on this earth to help other people. Whatever experiences I go through, I like to talk to other people and tell them what I've gone through. You know, with everything that I've learned, I like to tell people any way or any form that I can help them. You know, because shoot, I'm still trying to help myself. I'm still trying to help myself, girl. I tell you. But yeah. So today. I took my son to work already, and I said I'm going to sit on the roof and think about, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? What the heck? What the heck? What the hell? Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys heard that. Did you hear that? Holy shit. Oh my God, you know what? You know, I'm a little bit concerned because behind me lives my boss, one of my bosses. I have different bosses for different hotels that I sing at. And this guy, he has 3 young kids right behind me, right? And it's strange how he became my boss. He has 3 young kids, and next to them lives, oh my God, a family. Another family with these big dogs, these big ass dogs, right? And they're always barking, but they're right next to my boss and his kids. What it sounds like to me is that the kids kind of maybe hopped it so easy. I mean, everybody's so close to one another. Okay. Everybody's so close to one another that you can just hop right into their backyard. It's so easy. And it sounds like one of the kids got into the person's yard with the dogs. Because what I could hear my boss yelling and stomping on something, and one of his kids screaming to the top of his lungs. Did you hear that? Oh my God. I hope everything's okay. I have to call him afterwards. Anyway, but the way how I met him, I think I've spoken about this. I hope he's okay. I think I've spoken about this in the past. I was practicing one day here in my house, because I am, some of you that don't know me, I'm a singer, a professional singer here I'm a resort singer, okay? I do weddings and parties and things like that. So I was just practicing in my house one day, and well, actually, I was in the back to put it in detail. My cousins were visiting me from America, and she wanted to videotape me singing so she can take back to America to show the family. So this is when my mom was still alive and she was here. I can't even believe I'm saying that. It's weird. It still feels strange to me that my mom's not here. But anyway, besides the point. So I set up my equipment in the backyard and I sang for my cousin while she videotaped me. And while she videotaped me, I hear people clapping, because I have like maybe behind me is about maybe 12 or 13 neighbors behind me with little backyards. I mean, not backyards like America, okay? These little pin box backyards, nothing big, And they were clapping, and I was like, wow. I thought that would have disturbed them, because these people here, they don't really like music. Not too much anyway. But they were clapping for me, and I was well appreciative of that. I said, wow, then they liked my music. So the next day, I heard a knock at the door. I was on my way to work, to a hotel, and this man came to my front door and started to talk to me. And he says, were you the woman singing last night? And I said, yeah. I said, did I disturb you? I'm sorry. Did I sing too loud? He said, no. He says, I am a manager of a 5-star hotel, a luxury hotel, and we are looking for a singer. He says, I would be honored to have you as a singer at my hotel. I was like, are you kidding me? He says, would you please like to come and work for us? And I said, shit, yeah, hell yeah, come. So the next week I went and I looked. He gave me a tour of the hotel. Believe me, top of the notch hotels. We're mostly Scandinavians and people from the Netherlands come, I hope she's okay, one of the children. Anyway, yeah, so I have been singing for him ever since. Oh, it's such a great hotel. I work for him directly, no agency or nothing, just directly with him. And he lives right behind me. I'm so grateful. This year he was going to give me more hotels, because they have a chain of hotels. But it didn't happen because of COVID. COVID messed up everything for me this year. I would have been booming in dineros, if you know what I mean. I would have had a lot of money this year, but COVID really, really hit my pocket hard. It really hit my pockets hard. But yeah, so that's how I met him back there. I just hope his daughter's okay. Anyway, and I believe I had manifested that gig when it came to me. There's a lot of things that come to me that I've noticed that I've manifested, because I was asking for another gig at the time. That was last year when I met him. No, it was the year before, because I worked all year for him last year. So, and I remember just praying on it and meditating on it and asking God to send me another job, one that I enjoyed and that I had a passion for, and lo and behold, came right into my life. So things have been happening like that with me a lot lately, especially more now than ever, because I have just really concentrated on just trying to focus, um, just trying to be aware of the things that are around me. This is so important. I find so important that I'm now aware of the things that are happening around me, my environment, the things that I'm going through, the more restricted measures that they're giving back today. Oh my gosh. Today, Spain has gone up another level with restrictions. This is crazy, okay? Because I didn't tell you this in my last video, but here on this island is a seasonal island, so we normally only work for 6 months, and then the rest of the 6 months we rest. There's no work because it's a little colder, and the Spanish people don't believe that English people are going to come here, but they do want to come here because it's quite cold in England and Germany, and they want to come to a warm place. Mind you, it's not always warm like this throughout the year, but it's much warmer than where the Germans and the English people live, right? So, anywho, they close in the winter time. So what I normally do is, well, everybody on the island, mostly everybody on the island, the island is run off of tourism. So we work hard in summertime, and boy do we work hard in the summer. From the season is between March till like October, November, first week in November, then it closes. And we work hard and we save our money to survive in the wintertime. This is how it is. So, this is how it's always been. This year, really been completely screwed up. Really have been completely screwed up. And, so there are measures. Okay, when we had our first lockdown, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. We couldn't go outside. They gave us they told us when to go outside. Okay, so people my age couldn't go out. Okay, children couldn't go out from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the afternoon with their parents. We had a time on it, and they literally had police walking around checking on this, helicopters flying around, seeing who's wearing their mask and who's at the right age bracket for the right time. Can you imagine? So we were only allowed to go out between 8 o'clock to 12. No, 8 o'clock to 11, right? They gave us actually a poster with little emojis on it, right? So the 11 o'clock to 12 emoji, and then on, from 11 and then on, was a sleeping emoji. Can you imagine? So they're telling us when to sleep, telling us when to exercise, when to walk, what times to walk, what time does the teenagers come out, that everybody wears a mask, whether they're jogging or biking, you have to wear a mask. That when you're shopping, I don't know if you guys have gone, I know you guys have gone through similar things, but shopping, you could only have one person shopping. You have to wear a mask, wash your hands, social distancing. It would be allowed 6 people in at one time, like every 6 people, and then they wait for the people to come out, and then another 6 would go in. It was crazy. And I mean, it was so bad that I cannot stand the mask. I'm sorry, but I find the mask very dangerous. I find it dangerous. I know that it can get you sick. The mask itself can get you sick. If you guys don't believe me, do your research on it. The mask, wearing the mask, especially for long periods of time, can get you sick. And I don't believe in the mask. I don't believe in it. I don't even believe, literally, I'm sorry, I know that I might lose some people when I say this, but I don't even believe in the virus. I believe that fear causes the virus. I know that based on proof. I mean, I had fear. I was under fear and stress when I had cancer. When I got cancer, I believe cancer is formed by a lot of stress and depression. or traumatic things that happen in your life. I was going through some serious shit when I came down with cancer, when I was diagnosed with cancer. I think that these things have a toll on your immune system, you know? And there's a lot of other things why I feel certain ways about certain things, you know. I don't believe in the virus in a way because when my mom was here, and some of the people that don't know, my mom had passed away while she was here with me. And I know, I mean, it's logical sense to really, when you're watching an older person, taking care of an older person, you have to be very careful in the wintertime, because more than likely in the wintertime, this is when they get sick. It's logical. Everybody knows that, right? So when my mom was here on her last year, she died when she was 86, I really, like coming towards the wintertime, I really, really tried my best to keep her warm, to keep her safe, because I know that it's flu season. I know that it's flu season. And I tried to do the best that I could, and she unfortunately died a month before her birthday. Her birthday was on March 1st. She died on February 6th. She died, like almost about a month from her birthday. And what I was going through with her, and I know that this, around the flu season, which back then it wasn't COVID, it was 1990. It was last year that she died. Yeah, 2019. And when the ambulance came to pick her up to take her to the hospital, I live right next to a hospital right here. And when they came to take her to the hospital, they couldn't take her next door because I'm very close to the city, and there's two big hospitals. One's next door and the other one's deep within the city. And they couldn't take her to either one because the places were packed with people of the flu. And they were all old people. All older people locked down with the flu. There were so many people with the flu that they had them lying on the floor. Some were in beds in the hallways. So they couldn't take my mother because the hospitals were packed. They were packed with people with the normal flu. Okay? So then, afterwards, they took her to another hospital that's about, I'd say maybe about 45 minutes away. It's called Inca Hospital. And I was so devastated because I wanted to be with my mom, I wanted to be by her side every moment, I didn't have a car at the time. Didn't have no car, no nothing, no way of transportation to get out to see my mother. Luckily, in the end, I did have friends that took me out there, so I can at least say goodbye to her. I didn't know when she was going to die. But that's what I mean by the proof of, I had noticed that more people died of the flu than the COVID virus, right? More people died last year of the flu around February, March, April, January, February, March, April. They normally get the flu. That's the flu season here. You understand? And more people here died of the flu than they did of the COVID this year. This is why I don't believe in it. I know that it sounds strange, but no, I don't believe in it because more people died of the flu than they did the COVID. And I think that they're using the COVID as an excuse. They're using the flu as an excuse to use the COVID. They're using the COVID name. But more people die of the flu than they do the COVID. I'm sorry, it's true. If you do your research, you'll see for yourself. Don't believe me. Do your research and know that there's a lot of manipulation going on here. And I don't trust it, So this is now, all of a sudden now, in the wintertime, I was getting to the subject of working every 6 months. 6 months working on and 6 months working off. And in 6 months, well, 2-3 years ago, I'm just jumping to another subject now. I don't work in the winter time very much, you know. The only thing I do maybe is do like Christmas parties, Christmas weddings, New Year's Eve, you know, and it's not too much consistent. It's not really consistent. So I used to take myself out into the street and I would sing, and I loved it. I had no shame in my game, baby. No shame in my game. I went out there, and there's a lot of street performers on the streets down in the city, and I went out there with 2 other guys. They play the tacon, which is like a gypsy type of drums, and another guy who plays the guitar. So you go out there, and you could only, the rules is really just to sing for this 20 minutes, because everybody has their spot. You have to register, and you have to only sing for like 20 minutes in one spot. You can move on to another spot, but it has to be like that, so each artist can change. Anyway, I would sing out there for 20 minutes. I'd make an easy $200-300 dollars or euros, like that. You know, yeah, we had to split it amongst each other, but hell, I would do that, and we do that every single day, you know, and it was so much fun, and I enjoyed it because the people, they appreciated the music. And I can say too that I have picked up a lot of parties from people just passing by and listening and enjoying the music and just feeling it, you know. Picked up parties and weddings by doing that. So now that we're having the second wave on its way, it's going to be another lockdown. I'm starting to do this again. I started last week. I said to myself, it was last week, I just said to myself, you know, I miss doing that. And seeing that my jobs are being shut down again, because yeah, my jobs are being shut down again. I was working for 2 months, and I thought things would, like, you know, level out a little bit. I know it wouldn't go back to normal, but I thought it would level out a bit, but no. It's shutting down again. All the hotels are shutting down, and they banned the tourists from coming here again. So I'm out of work again, but I said, to hell with it. You know what? I'm going to change my perspective on things. There's other things too that I can do, you know, and I'm going to get back into my jewelry making. And I'm taking classes in Reiki healing, Reiki distance healing. I'm trying to do different things, trying to learn different things that I can try to change things up a bit. And I'm going to start doing this again too. So I did it twice, and it was so much fun singing by the beach. But now there's rules again. Now they're stopping people from going on the beach now. And the people were just so much people on the beach. Yeah, they had to wear masks, but they were on the beach and they were enjoying themselves. Now all of a sudden today we have new rules now. And get this, guess how crazy this sounds. You can't walk and eat or sit down and eat at the same time. You can't do that. Not allowed to do that. It's against the law. To eat an ice cream, a summer ice cream in the summertime. That's what normal people do. They eat ice cream in the summer. It's hot, for God's sakes. No, now they made it against the law to do that. So we can't do that. If, say, you're working someplace at an office and you want to take a lunch break, you can't go outside and eat on a bench. That's against the law. Of course, the mask, you can't go inside anywhere without the mask. My son might have a problem with this. He's a teacher. Any sports that are outside or inside has to wear a mask. So as he's teaching these poor kids to dance, they all now have to wear masks, including himself, which I'm very angry about because he has asthma, you know. My son has asthma, and this is going to hurt him, you know, so they're going to have to figure out something when it comes to this. So, yeah, and then they're saying that there's more to come as well. Oh, that's right. There's also a curfew at the beaches. The beaches curfew, excuse me, not completely locked down, but there's curfews at the beaches, which affects me because I used to go at 6:30 to meet the guys to sing. because it's really hot during the day. You can't sing during the day. It's hot as hell, you know. So I waited till it cooled off. It'd go to 6:30, 7 o'clock. Now I'm gonna have to come early or now when it's hot because they close the beaches at 7. There's always something trying to affect my groove of things, but I'm not gonna let it get me down. I just find it so funny, you know. Anywho, I'm just rambling and going on and on. You know, I just wanted to tell you guys that's all. Yeah, I mean, life is life, huh? But as I said before, I am getting through it. By the grace of God, I'm getting through it. I am getting through it. I am getting through it. And did I say I'm getting through it? So the last thing that I had taught you, that I said, that I say every day as an affirmation to myself is, oh God, it's so hot out here, I can't even think straight. As I deal with the unknown, I am in control. I'm safe and I'm guided. Yes. As I surrender, that's what it is. As I surrender to the unknown, I'm safe, I'm in control, and I'm guided. As I surrender to the unknown, I'm safe, I'm in control, and I am guided. As I surrender to the unknown, I'm safe, I'm in control. You're in control of your life and your reality, and we're always guided by our spirit beings, from God, from Yahshua, from Yahweh, from the universe, whatever way you want to call it. Don't worry, we're always being watched after. All right? So don't forget that, guys. I absolutely love you. I adore you. You guys are awesome. Don't forget that. And we have so much power. I just wish that we could all unite and just fight this thing together. All of us needs to reunite as humans and fight. And just, you know, not even fight physically. I'm not talking about fighting like fighting and putting our fist up or shooting nobody. No, I'm not into that. I mean, I fight with love. That's how I fight. I fight with love. Show love to these beings or whatever they are that are controlling this planet. Because this is just not normal, guys. It's not normal. Go and look on site. Go and look and research some things, man. This is what I did. I've been doing this since 9/11. I've been researching and not particularly liking the things that I see. By no means I don't like it at all, but I just want to know what's going on. I can't just sit here and just allow things like this to happen around me. And I know that we have control of our own reality. Always remember, we have control of our reality. All right? So do some research and search within yourself what you need to do, okay? All right. I love you guys. Peace, love, and blessings. Mwah. I love you guys.